Testing, 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 testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. All right, that's good. I'm a couple of wine drinks in, so I'm not exactly sober. Anyways, this is episode 52 of The Brave Traveler. I'm your host, IR. And I have a special guest, Average Jane, and we want to talk about the Zelda movie.
Hello. It's actually Average Jill.
Average Jill?
Yeah.
Fine.
Call me Jane or Jill. I'm the same person.
Yeah. There you go.
Yay. Oh, hello, guys.
So a couple of days ago, I saw those pictures that Nintendo, I'm assuming Nintendo, released for the internet to salivate over. And they look great. Zelda looks like Zelda. Link looks like Link. I mean, I can tell he's a goblin in a wig, but he still has the right look, which is great. I'm so happy that Zelda ended up being a biological female and not that fucking abomination, which I promise you I would not have watched that movie. I'll watch this movie, but I would not have watched that one. And we were talking about what the story would be based on. If it'll be Breath of the Wild or what it should be, Ocarina of Time, because that one had an impressive story. Breath of the Wild was a fun game to play, but it wasn't an impressive story. It wasn't memorable. I beat the fucking game and Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't feel like any of those stories were memorable. I think they might be cool sequel movies, but not the main one. You don't want to start with those. You might want to follow up with that or Twilight of the Princess or whatever, but not. You don't want to start off with them. I think Ocarina of Time would be like the first Silent Hill movie. If you watched that one was amazing. That's the whole reason why we're getting a third Silent Hill movie in January. Definitely not the sequel. No offense. Nice cast, but the story was stupid. They could have done a better job. Probably because of the director or whatever.
Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah. As a true Zelda fan, since God knows I can remember, I had the first Legend of Zelda video game in the first Nintendo. I think I was like 3 years old. It was a golden cassette. Looking at the pictures, of course, and I did see on one of the social medias, I did see somebody had recorded a scene that was being recorded professionally, of course, by the production. And I'm not sure if it was one of the sheiks. It wasn't Impa, but right now, I've also been drinking, so I'm a little tipsy. So pardon me if I didn't get it right. But it's not Impa. It's her niece, I believe. And she is next to Zelda. Zelda's is like walking around a horse. And it looked good. I mean, you could see it from like a far area, but that the cast and the production are shooting that scene. But anyway, like as I was telling IR, I personally also believe at least it should have been the Ocarina of Time. To me, it's like this where it centers, maybe because of how I grew up and my upbringing, but it also feels very wholesome, where it should have started as something more centered. Because you could say, yeah, Skyward Sword was supposed to be the first. Yeah, it's a video game, but it's supposed to be the first of everything, where the cradle of civilization, I guess, started within the game.
And this is definitely not Skyward Sword. From what I'm seeing, yeah, it looks more like Breath of the Wild. Even even the outfit that Zelda's wearing looks like Breath of the Wild. Skyward Sword would take place in islands in the sky, right?
It's like 10,000 years before, because that's the tunics of the champions that she's wearing. That's what they're called, if I'm not mistaken, because Link earned one. So did I forgot. Oh my gosh! But they're the champions. They earned the blue tunic that Zelda's wearing, so it has to be placed. And then I didn't when I was telling you about the meme. This is what I meant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I thought it was funny.
Why don't you describe it?
So basically, it's the scene where the Link from the actual movie, because there's pictures, of course, of him and Zelda. Which, by the way, that's amazing. The cast is young, and they're portraying the ages of Zink and Zelda.
Link
And Zelda.
Not zinc.
I'm sorry.
Zinc and magnesium.
No. I'm trying to make them a couple. I didn't mean it like that. I'm trying to say Link and Zelda. They're being portrayed by the actors by their ages, and it's amazing. I love that. But my point is, I was trying to tell IR, meme, it's in Spanish. It's basically a picture of Link where it's just his face and he's not smiling, right? And it says Link with Zelda, and it's this other scene where it's just a picture of her that she's looking sideways, not directly at the camera, and then below it's another picture of Link with AI, but it says Link with redheads and fish, and then it made Link smile, and then you can see Malin, Midna, but in her true princess form.
Okay, let me just summarize. The meme is Link looking like he doesn't really give a shit when it's just Zelda, and then there's the next, I don't know, below those pictures you could see Link happy when it's the cast of Ocarina of Time, all the characters
Princess,
there.
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
I just think that game had such a creative story. Like, Link starts off as this tiny little midget kid, and he goes off on an awesome adventure. And then I can't remember if it's around the middle of the game, but eventually he time travels, and then he's older, and you play as older Link. That's awesome. That would be an awesome movie. Breath of the Wild doesn't stick out to me as an awesome story for a movie. I mean, yeah, they can squeeze something out of it and make it awesome. Sure. I guess no matter what, it'll be awesome, but it would have just been more nostalgically awesome for me if it would have been based on the story of Ocarina of Time with all the time travel shit. You know, because he meets Zelda when he's young, and then he sees her again when he's older. So, I wanted to ask you. You said that in the pictures or whatever behind the scenes of the new movie, you saw Impa.
So no, it's okay. So it's basically the AI ones that he's like laughing at. It would be Princess Ruto from Ocarina of Time.
Well, no, okay. So what's the real stuff? The behind the scenes for the
movie stuff? It's just him, and it's just Link and then Zelda, but it's not it's not Impa, it's her granddaughter. Let's see. It would be Paya. Her name is Paya. If you don't remember in Breath of the Wild that they go to I forgot the name. I'm sorry, I'm tipsy. So what's the name of the village?
I don't know. Hyrule?
No. Hyrule's the city. So basically, they go to Kakariko Village, and then they meet Paya. Paya would be the granddaughter of Impa, because at the time, 100 years had passed, and so when that war that happened, where Zelda pretty much was, her light finally came out after she turned 17, and she was able to stop Ganon. Link was very beaten up. Remember, if you remember that scene, and so of course Impa at the time was young. So 100 years passed, and then in the scene that I saw, it was Paya Pi is the granddaughter of Impa.
Okay, I can't exactly remember what character that is, but doesn't that officially, you know, say that the movie's going to be based on Breath of the Wild?
Oh, of course, of course. When I saw that, and I was telling you, I was earlier telling you, and I even said, "Oh, it's Impa." Wait, no, it's the granddaughter, and couldn't remember the name, but it was her. So, and then I was telling you, I do believe it's Breath of the Wild, and that's when we were talking about, hey, like how come they didn't make it more of Ocarina of Time, which would have been way more cooler if they did that.
I mean, I get it because Breath of the Wild was the money maker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it just makes sense that
Amazing.
they're going to make it all based on that. But honestly, besides that the game was fun to play, what do you remember about the fucking story? You know, all I remember is there's trouble and Ganon is the villain again and you have to go collect four fucking things as usual from the stupid fucking spiritual leaders that are all different weird things. And then after that, once you have those things, then you can go fight Ganon and win. And ta-da, you did. And nothing really happens.
So it talks about the what's the name of the tablet? So basically, it talks about like the war that had happened 10,000 years ago. Fast forward 10,000 years ago, so it does link. It links Breath of the Wild links the Oh my god, I forgot the name, and I just said it earlier. What's the other game called? Links, not Awakening. Links,
Echoes of Wisdom.
that book. No, not that one. It's not that one too. Oh my god. I am bamboozled. So the game that they were mentioning at that time. Oh, I even sent it to you. Gosh, how could I forget? Let me go to the media that I sent you so I can talk about it. Anyway, so it's talking about the give me a second,
I just saw some AI fan art where the new Spider-Man is Link and
Skyward Sword.
Fuck. Who's this bitch?
Anya Taylor-Joy. I
Right.
really like her.
I don't think I would have liked her as Zelda. I mean, I would have been okay with it, but I'm much happier with the
new cast that they have.
The actual
Me too.
The actual cast. I wouldn't have wanted to see gay ass. What the fuck is his name?
Is that Tom Holland?
Yeah, that's what I thought his name was.
Yeah,
right?
Tom Holland. Oh no, I don't think they even would have wanted to do that because it's such.
Oh please, they would have thrown money at them and they would have been like, okay.
No, I've told you about it. Like I don't think Nintendo, not just because it's Nintendo, but because of course whoever casted the cast wanted actual younger people, and then these actors are new versus Tom
They're
Holland.
so weird looking because they're not young, but they do look young.
Well, because I mean, Anna Taylor-Joy, Anya, sorry,
she's she had
that. What's that surgery that they take away this area from the cheeks?
Like I would fucking know.
She had a nose job, and she had this thing on her cheeks, and then she had the filing of her jaw. So they did. She did have surgeries. She did admit so.
If she had surgery, I don't like
her.
That's
when she looks younger.
And I wouldn't want her in anything. She looks like she had a nose job. Well, but no, that's an AI image.
This area right here, right next to the your mouth below.
Your laugh lines.
They took this away
from her. Is that the laugh lines? I think it is.
Yeah, but they took that from her, and then they lifted.
That's stupid.
So yeah, that she had some.
Well, she's stupid. I don't want her in anything anymore. Then she was great in Split. That's
she's so pretty though, naturally.
Naturally, yeah, but she's unnaturally really now, so she's not. Yeah. Not anymore. I don't like the unnatural look. I thought she was great in Split. I thought she was in Northman, but that was a great movie by itself. But
Ooh.
she was not necessary in that movie whatsoever, and her ass was absent. I don't even know why they showed a shot of her ass when she's anorexic.
In the
Who the
Northman?
fuck? Yeah, who
Oh,
wants to
with
see
my
anorexic
husband,
asses?
my imaginary husband.
What's his name again?
Alexander Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård. When I
Oh,
first saw him
I
was in the HBO show True Blood, and I thought it was so fucking weird how anybody made a
Eric.
big deal about him because in True Blood
Mm.
he wasn't a big deal. He was a weird looking, tall, balding man, but part of the show was that you had to make a big deal out of the character. And then after the show ended, I was honestly surprised that he still had a career. He was terrible in True Blood.
I loved
But
him. I loved him.
after the show,
Oh gosh.
I don't know why, but somebody invested in him and pushed him to get into incredible shape. He developed his deltoids, which obviously made him look more amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he still has that receding hairline, it didn't matter because, they just put him in wigs with Tarzan. I never saw Tarzan.
Oh man, I did. I'm sorry. I have a huge.
And then his brother, what's his name?
Which one? He has several. He has
the gay one that's famous.
Bill is
That
Pennywise, and
that
then
one's the famous gay one, or at least I've been told that he's gay. Is he gay?
I've read some things.
Okay.
But it's not him. It's Walter. Walter, he's the youngest. I've heard things about him. I read things about Walter. He's younger.
I don't even know who you're talking about because even if he has a whole bunch of other brothers, siblings. Doesn't matter because
But it's not Bill.
Him and Bill are the only famous ones.
Everybody discredits Gustav. Gustav is the hottest one of all of them.
Right. The least famous is
and
the
he's
one
a
that's the most attractive.
He's amazing. He did Floki in Vikings.
Floki?
Floki. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
He is Floki. I watched Vikings, but
I've heard of that show. So he's in that show, is what you're saying?
Yes, and he did great.
Who is he?
Floki
who does he play in that show?
He plays Floki. Floki would be a friend of
so he's not the main character.
He's not a main character. He's an essential piece into the series.
Because I have one guy in my head, but he seems to be in all the
Ivar the Boneless
commercial shit.
That would be the son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Well, then it's not
Ragnar would be the main character, who his best friend would be Floki, which is actually Gustav Skarsgård.
Anyways, that one guy from True Blood, the best thing he ever did was Northman. That was a great movie.
He's so handsome.
And Bill Skarsgård, his movies suck. Like, I don't know why he picks horrible movies. Like, he does have a lot of presence. He had a lot of presence in what's that one movie with Keanu Reeves?
Oh man,
John Wick. John Wick 4. He was in John Wick 4, and you could see that, whoa, he's huge. But he does shit movies. He did the Crow reboot, and that was such a piece of garbage. He did Boy Kills World, and that was such a piece of garbage as well. The best thing he ever did was the It remake, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
He did Nosferatu.
I didn't watch that shit.
I haven't watched it either. I mean, I personally...
Exactly.
I think aesthetically, he's a very handsome guy. He is. But I have not really been into his movies.
He really makes gay decisions.
I'm not sure who decides for him. I've told you, I just think, even the sister, who's an actress,
I think he has
beautiful.
I think he has better presence or on par with Brad Pitt, except Brad Pitt made incredible decisions in what movies he would come out with, whereas Bill Skarsgård seems to come out in anything that'll pay him.
Everybody doesn't really focus on Gustav. Gustav is like the least mentioned sibling.
Well, I don't even know him.
Gustav,
I've never seen anything with him.
I love all the Skarsgårds. But
what's the most famous thing that unknown
Gustav
brother has
had
done?
Actually, he's with PETA,
besides Viking.
He I don't know exactly what shows he's done because
So it's just shows.
He's done movies, but he's more theatrical.
Has he?
He's a thespian.
Okay. Has he done anything that I would have seen?
No. It would have to be something different from a different country. He actually does more of a humanitarian work.
Okay.
He does other ventures that are not worldwide unless you follow him. But man, he should honestly man, he's such a great actor. You should just, when you watch Vikings and you watch his roles, he really puts that. And then he did Merlin, which it sucked because it got, I believe, canceled. But he was a great actor in Merlin. It's just the other cast members sucked.
Let me check out this picture. There's a filter in the
with the freckles.
I
have freckles.
In the Zelda movie. No, but I mean they're like exaggerating it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, damn, she looks like she smokes 3 packs of cigarettes a day. That's and then horrible. Tans somewhere in Florida, and she's just got this shit skin.
In Ocala, Florida. So yeah, no, that sucks. That's not cool.
No, I mean,
freckles don't even look like that. You know how they look. Like.
Yeah, that's why I can see the filter a mile away.
Look at me. I have freckles everywhere.
Oh, look, here's the transvestite.
No. Okay,
Zelda.
I'm not discrediting
Hunter Schafer says playing Zelda in Nintendo's live-action movie.
I'll be honest.
Will finally prove this.
I'll be honest. I did not know. That she's trans. I did not know that he was trans at all because I wasn't. I mean, when I saw parts of Euphoria, I forgot what else.
Euphoria? I didn't really finish it. You watched that shit?
It was when it came out.
Gross.
But I didn't even finish watching him. The point is, when I watched, and I thought it was her. Nothing against his acting, her acting, whatnot. But I didn't know, and I thought, wow, she's a better character than the others.
You know, honestly, this fucking guy does look like a female.
I just really thought she's super tall.
This chin,
androgynous. I thought she was androgynous. It's because
this chin is really pointy, in that picture, like a female's.
Yes. In this picture is yes, but
he doesn't have like a wide ass jaw.
You want to know?
And look, Zelda's outfit is exactly from the actual Zelda movie, so yeah, it's confirmed. It's gonna be Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
the champions. And so,
what is the fucking story of Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild, I
beat the fucking game, and I can't remember a fucking story.
So Breath of the Wild, 2,000 years ago, which is talking pretty much about the war that happened in Skyward Sword. Remember that there was the it wasn't Ganon. It was oh my god, what's the name of it? The Calamity Ganon. So 10,000 years ago, which was like Link's the Skyward Sword, it was just Skyward Sword. They're of course living in the skies. So once Zelda and Link, I guess after Link had won a championship, I forgot exactly what it was going to be, but she's taken down to basically the grounds by Calamity Ganon and his minions and everybody. And point in case after, I'm going to fast forward, of course. Fast forward, Link seals Calamity Ganon because Calamity Ganon was actually sealed on the earth, in the ground. And so it's all based off of Calamity Ganon trying to obtain Zelda so it could come out to life and pretty much take over Earth and everything. Point in case after that's done, when Link descends to seal Calamity Ganon onto the ground, it seals with the Temple of Time. The Temple of Time falls onto the ground perfectly as the shape as it is, where you're kind of going down, where you're trying to fight Calamity Ganon. It's like a spiral going down to the earth. And so once it falls down, it's the Temple of Time. And so It doesn't talk about that. You have to play the games in order to understand what you're doing or how it pieces everything together. So,
Oh
point in
god.
case, 10,000 years that war happened, and it also talks about the called that you need the actual the tablet. Anyway, I forget, but the sheik at the time, which is basically Impa, everybody knows who Impa is. She has gray hair.
Everybody.
Everybody. Impa is the protector of Zelda. She's pretty much her bodyguard in Ocarina of Time because her people had such an advanced technology at the time.
I wonder if they're going to show her young, like Tears of the
Oh, that'd
King
be great.
Kingdom Edition, or if they're going to show her old, like Breath of the
Well,
Wild.
that she's just sitting there being a sage because she looks like a sage pretty much. But yeah, like if you play the video games and you find you play all the sequels and you understand that there's different timelines. But anyway, focusing on what we're talking. Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much the game is about you playing it, and that's the only way that you can actually understand what the game is fucking about.
It
Because
is.
it's a video game, it's not a
So
real fucking
I'll do
story.
it in a nutshell. So Breath of the Wild, Calamity Ganon obviously is under the earth. It's trying to come out, which is under at this time, for some reason the castle was built on top of the Temple of Time, which is where of course Zelda and her father, which I just forgot his name and I had it in my mind, lived there. And the seal is breaking. So the seal would be the protection spell that was placed on him. It starts getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And so Zelda, of course, at that time, which is Breath of the Wild, is her father, of course, is hard on her because he's expecting her role of her being this amazing maiden that has superpowers just like her mother did. And so by the time she turns 17, just like any of the princesses before her, doesn't matter what timeline it is, they're supposed to be able to gain the ability to have the Triforce, which is one's courage, the other one's power, and the other one is what is it?
I don't fucking remember.
uh,
This Zelda looks, I don't know, I want to say that she looks like she's 20, but women can look a lot younger even when they're older. So I can't really tell. She looks like she could be 20. At
she
the
looks pretty young.
oldest, I guess I'd say she could be 25. Fuck.
Oh,
27 even.
it's courage, wisdom, and power. So at this point, Ganon has one because it's a Triforce, it's a Triforce that's 3 parts triangles. It's one entire triangle that's divided into 3.
Yeah,
One
666.
it says 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's supposed to be 3, not 666. That's what it represents here, and that's what the storyline. They look into it.
Don't you know what
I do know.
angles
Yes,
measure?
I do.
60
I do.
degrees every angle.
They don't talk about that, but listen to this. I know where you're going. I know where you're going. Like your point of view, I understand because I know you very well. So the Triforce consists of 3 triangles, which would be the courage, wisdom, and strength. Courage would be Link. The wisdom part would be Zelda, and the power would be Ganon. Calamity Ganon. He has the power. He has the power to manipulate everything. So, in essence, it's actually the 3 goddesses, which would be Din, Nayaru, and Ferore. Ferore, if I'm not mistaken, she rules the forest. And Nayaru rules water. Din rules the mountains and the desert. If I'm not mistaken. So, it's based off of that. That means the Triforce, if it's complete, of course, would be the balance in their earth. So that's pretty much how it is. She's so cute though.
I look forward to Hollywood addressing a couple of things on Zelda. Like, you won't really understand what I'm talking about if you haven't played the video games. When eventually there's a sequel to this movie and a sequel to that sequel, you'll start to understand that the Zelda games or the stories, they repeat. they repeat again and again the exact same story
The formula.
while tweaking the story just a little bit to make you feel like it's a new one when it's really just the same story with the same characters over and over again. Link, Zelda, and some bad guy called Ganon. And it's never really addressed as to what the fuck is going on.
It's in
Is
the
this the
Hyrule
same
Historia.
Link? Is this the
No, no,
same
no,
Link, or is
no,
this
no,
some other guy
no, no.
named Link and some other princess named
So,
Zelda?
so it's reincarnations because there's different storylines. So it's all going to be in the Hyrule Historia, which there's actually, that's a green book, but there's several books that talks about it in the folklore. And then it talks about the story times and the storylines and everything. They're reincarnations because in Ocarina of Time, nobody talks about this, but it is written in one of the books. If I'm not mistaken, I read many years ago. Link actually marries Malon at the time. He didn't marry Princess Ruda.
Oh, from the ranch?
Yeah, from
the
Mama
horse
Ranch.
ranch.
Yes,
Yeah.
he marries Malon. But in this story
Good.
timeline,
She was hot.
she was. In this story timeline, nobody talks about Link and Zelda because everyone's like, oh, it's a speculation. But it was confirmed that they were an item. And they continued from
Well, I mean, it was
to
pretty
Tears of the
obvious
Kingdom.
in Tears of the Kingdom where they used to
Yes.
live together.
Yes. But in every single story timeline, they're not the same characters. Just like in Ocarina of Time, I forget the Mirror Link or what his name is. He is a past warrior. No, wait, that's in Twilight Princess. Never mind. That's in Twilight Princess. It talks about the warrior from the past, and it's basically one of the links that goes through every single trial, and it's the Ocarina of Time Link that they don't speak of, which is silent in the Twilight Princess timeline. Because at the time, there's a lot of trials that the Link goes through. Many of them. But nobody talks about that because at the time, Twilight Princess, Link is not a child. He's actually a 16, 17-year-old at the time. And he lives in, I think it's Kakariko Village or a new different village. But yeah, nobody talks about that. It's just different timelines. The cities are going to be named the same, of course, and there might be newer additions. But there's a lot to it. Ocarina of Time talks about the two sisters, if I forgot their names, in Gerudo Valley. There's a lot. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot. So pardon me, guys, if I'm not coming out correctly, or correct me if I'm wrong. Right now I'm a little tipsy, but yeah, that's as far as I remember. I would have to pretty much write everything down to explain everything how if I'm not drinking. But yeah,
I remember when I was a kid and I played the original Zelda, and it seemed very interesting. It had an interesting soundtrack. I didn't really understand it, but I kind of liked it. It was mysterious. And I had broken my arm when I was a kid. And when I went to the hospital, there was a nurse that asked me, "What's your favorite game and what do you want for Christmas?" or some shit like that.
aww.
And I just said Zelda. And I remember seeing a movie by Ridley Scott. So this is why I kind of look forward to the Hollywood Zelda movies, because there was a movie directed by Ridley Scott starring Tom Cruise called Legend. And I always knew that was a copy of Zelda, but since then I've seen some videos on YouTube that say that actually it was Zelda that copied that movie. So I don't know which exactly came first and which one is based on what, but if you watch the movie Legend, you'll see it's about a forest kid, or like a forest teenager, and he's very much Link, Tom Cruise, who is in love with a princess that visits him in his forest village every once in a while. But then there's a sinister demon-like Ganon villain in the movie. Um, and you'll see that okay, this Ganon type villain kidnaps the princess, and this Link type hero has to go rescue her. But of course, before he can rescue her, he has to go find this magical sword and outfit.
Master Sword and the tunic of what is it? Time.
So it's almost an exact copy. Like there's already a Zelda movie. It's called Legend, starring Tom Cruise. And anybody that knows the Zelda games, if you see that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That you're gonna see the connections almost
He's
right away.
100% right, and I'll say this why. Because when he mentioned it to me, it was what, 2 years ago?
I don't know.
It was a long time ago. I don't know. It's been many years ago. Then you were telling me about it, and I was like, no way. And then you showed me the movie, and I was telling you like, no way. And I was just shocked because it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what I was saying. It's the same thing. And me coming as a Zelda fan that's played so many video games and followed many storylines, it's exactly like the first Legend of Zelda video game. Exactly the same. And it almost feels like, without saying it, if it's following the storyline of the video game. But in this case, it was the other way around. The video game came after, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like after like what, a year? Or maybe I don't remember. Sure. But I know it was after, but it feels just like if it was, because it also gives me a Jim Henderson's like Black Crystal, Black Diamond, what was the name of the movie?
Yeah.
It kind of gives you that feeling.
Dark Crystal.
It's dark, yeah, Dark Crystal. It has that type of vibe, because that's how it seems like.
Well, I mean, there's people in it, so I guess I would say more Labyrinth.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it wasn't all. Well, wasn't that Jim Henson?
Both of them, Dark Crystal and Labyrinth.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what it is. So it's like that. It's a Jim Henson movie, but of course, at this time, it's in the 80s versus the video game, which was also coming in the 80s.
You know what other movie Jim Henson made?
Which one?
Well, that he helped. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The first one?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, that's Michelangelo's first words were Pizza. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that was the best Ninja Turtles
it
movie.
Was Ninja rap.
No, that's the second one.
I know it is, but I laugh by myself a lot.
The second one didn't. I mean, I liked the second one, of course, a lot. It's the third one that really dropped the ball.
I don't remember the third one. It must have been not important.
But the first one was the one that was, something special.
It was, because remember I told you about my piñata, that it was a Barbie piñata, and then I asked my dad for it was a Donatello or a Ninja Turtle actual piñata, and then my mom got pissed instead of me getting an actual Barbie. When the Barbie thing was Barbie, and then it was actually Ninja Turtles piñata, and my mom whooped my ass. Remember I told you about that?
No, I don't even know what you're saying.
I was telling you, yeah, I told you that I had a piñata. It was a Barbie piñata, and that I begged my dad to get a Michelangelo piñata or a Donatello, and they gave my dad a Michelangelo piñata of him, an actual big turtle, and I have pictures somewhere.
That sounds cool.
It was, and then I got my ass whooped as soon as, I don't know who brought the piñata out in the party. My mom pulled me to the side and beat my ass, because instead of Barbie,
wait, what did you fucking want? The Barbie or the Ninja
No,
Turtle?
I wanted a Ninja Turtle piñata birthday party.
That's what you got, right?
Yeah, but my mom made it a Barbie because, oh, you're a girl, you can't have that.
Oh, you mean your mother was upset that it was a Ninja Turtle and not a Barbie?
It's like the whole Malibu Barbie thing that many girls want, I guess, that were in the 70s, or I don't know when.
That sounds great.
But yeah.
Anyways, I have a picture of one of my cousins, and he had a Hulk piñata.
How fun.
And yeah, but you know what? Thinking about what?
Is that the picture you have here that you're hitting the piñata?
No.
Oh.
It's mine.
Oh, it was your birthday.
A cousin, some other cousin.
Okay.
Um, anyways, I'm pretty sure that fucking guy didn't know dick about Hulk because that was a long time ago. This was before the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So I 100% know that that fucking guy didn't know shit about Hulk, and his parents must have just like, oh yeah,
Do I know that
just get
cousin?
him. Yeah, more than likely.
Oh,
But
it's from that side.
yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just random shit because I actually did grow up reading the fucking comic books. So that being my pinata would make fucking sense. Him, he didn't even read the fucking comic books, and this was before the Marvel movies. So for him, it was just some stupid green guy. I mean, for all I know, he thought it was a Ninja Turtle.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
I don't know.
that's funny though.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, that's enough for a short episode. So I'll definitely be watching the new Zelda movie. I'm sure it'll be good. I'll probably look into who's directing it just to see if they've done anything good. That alone should probably tell you if the thing's going to be a piece of shit or not. Um, but so far, Nintendo's been doing well with their movies, right? The new Super Mario Galaxy trailer looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll live up to the first one, but it looks like it'll definitely be fun because this one's based more on the Galaxy games, the first one and the second one. So I'm sure it'll be enjoyable and entertaining, but you're not going to replicate the feeling of the first movie. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm sure it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's it for this episode, and we're done.
See ya.
Goodbye.